Let's jump right into this explainer. Today, I'm actually taking off my usual host hat and throwing on my tech hiring manager hat. If you're a final year engineering student trying to figure out what the heck your career is going to look like once that diploma ink dries, well, consider this your direct, absolutely no nonsense briefing. We are going to cut right through the noise, skip all the hype, and look at the hard data of the AI job market. Because look, we have to start right here. We got to address the massive elephant in the room. I mean, I hear this exact question in almost every interview loop and college networking event I go to. Is AI going to take my job, or is it going to make my career? And hey, it's completely valid to feel a little anxious right now. Things are moving incredibly fast. But today, we're going to pivot from that anxiety straight into the data-backed reality of what hiring managers like me are actually looking for. So here's our briefing overview. We're going to cover the market reality, high-paying roles, the recruiter's wish list, the NotebookLM advantage, and wrap up with a 90-day action plan. Section 1. The market reality reshaping engineering. $1.8 trillion. That is the projected global AI market size by the year 2030. When I see that number as a hiring manager, I don't just see a boring statistic. I see a massive, massive pool of future projects, infinite lines of code, totally new infrastructure, and most importantly, millions of job roles just waiting to be filled. This isn't just some passing trend. It's literally the entire future of the tech economy. So let's just completely reframe the narrative right now. You can go ahead and forget the idea of AI replacing engineers. The real reality? AI is becoming the single most powerful tool in every engineer's toolbox. And honestly, it doesn't even matter what branch you're in. We've got mechanical engineers using AI for predictive maintenance and design optimization. Electrical engineers are building smart grid systems with it. Civil engineers are doing structural health monitoring. At the end of the day, it's a tool, and you just need to learn how to wield it. Section 2. High-paying roles, the reward. Now, the market is absolutely willing to pay a premium for fresh talent. Just look at these entry to mid-level roles and their averages in India. A machine learning engineer, that can command anywhere from 8 to 25 lakhs a year. An AI product manager, 12 to 35 lakhs. And I really want you to pay close attention to that third column. Computer vision engineers draw heavily from electronics and electrical branches. AI product managers, they're often mechanical or industrial grads. The big takeaway here is that this market is wide open for non-computer science students who are just willing to adapt. Section 3. The recruiter's wish list, essential skills. A staggering 94% of all AI job postings right now require Python programming. Think of it like this. If you're going to build a house, you need a solid foundation, right? Well, in the AI job market, Python is your concrete foundation. There is really no way around it. So let's build on that foundation. Here are the core technical skills that actually matter to me and basically every other tech recruiter out there. Yes, you need Python, but you also need to know machine learning frameworks, think TensorFlow or PyTorch. You got to know the math, specifically linear algebra and statistics. You absolutely must know how to handle data with SQL and Pandas, deploy on cloud platforms like AWS SageMaker or Google Vertex, and track your work with Git and GitHub. You need all of these to pass the technical interviews where I'm going to ask you things like, hey, how do you handle overfitting in a model? Or explain gradient descent to me. But notice what is totally missing from this list: expensive, paid boot camps. You do not need a fancy certificate to prove these skills. You just need the actual core competencies. Section 4. The NotebookLM advantage, AI projects. All right, so what exactly is this? NotebookLM is an incredibly powerful AI research assistant created by Google. But why is it such a massive upgrade over a standard generic AI chatbot? Because NotebookLM is grounded exclusively in the sources that you upload to it. That means it absolutely does not hallucinate facts from random corners of the internet. If you upload 10 of your engineering textbooks, it answers your questions based only on those books, and it gives you instant clickable citations. It is brilliant. And this is exactly what I mean by changing workflows. Think about the old way, manually reading 10 dense technical research papers. That easily takes, 3 to 4 hours? The new AI-accelerated workflow is just uploading those exact same 10 papers into NotebookLM for an instant cited synthesis of the data. When I'm interviewing candidates, I am specifically looking for people who know how to maximize their efficiency using tools exactly like this. Now, if you're wondering how to actually use it to build up your portfolio, here are 3 really concrete project ideas you can start today. First, research paper analysis. You can upload papers to spot gaps and ideate a totally novel predictive maintenance model. Second, turn your exam prep into a project. Have the AI auto-generate logic for an automated study guide app based on your lecture slides. And third, for your final year project reports, let's say you're building a computer vision classifier. Upload your reference materials and your code drafts to have the AI cross-check your logic for accuracy. Section 5, the 90-day action plan. Start today. Listen to me on this. You can get market ready in 90 days using only free resources. I literally cannot stress this enough. You do not need to buy expensive courses. Resources like Andrew Ng's Coursera classes, Free Code Camp, NPTEL, and Kaggle, they are entirely free, and honestly, they are the absolute gold standard for recruiters. Let's look at the timeline and see how this builds over the first 50 days. Days 1 to 10. Get your digital house in order. Set up your GitHub, your Kaggle, and your Hugging Face account, which, by the way, is essentially the app store for AI models. Days 11 to 30. Hit Free Code Camp or NPTEL and learn those Python basics inside and out. Days 31 to 50. Take a foundational machine learning course on Coursera. You are systematically building your technical base here. And here is the absolutely crucial second half where you actually prove your worth to hiring managers. Days 51 to 65. Build a hands-on mini project. Try predicting house prices or classifying images. Days 66 to 75. Use NotebookLM to really refine your project documentation and your research. Days 66 to 85. This is huge. Showcase your project on a public GitHub repository. That right there is your professional portfolio. Finally, days 86 to 90, take that portfolio, apply for roles, and network your heart out on LinkedIn. As a hiring manager, this quote is the ultimate piece of advice I can possibly give you. That one project on your resume or GitHub is worth more than 10 certificates. Literally anybody can sit there and passively watch a video series to get a PDF certificate, but not everyone can write the code, solve the annoying bugs, and actually publish a working project. Your project portfolio is your absolute golden ticket. Which brings us to the end of our explainer. I want to leave you with a final, somewhat provocative thought. The AI market isn't some futuristic concept waiting 5 years down the road. It is already here. The only thing separating the students who succeed from the ones who don't is the willingness to start. So, are you going to step in and build the future? Start your 90 days right now. Thanks for learning with me today.